30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Tú no crees que yo sé que tú hablas de mí, que me envidia y tiene lo malo para mí. Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Tú no crees que yo sé que hablan de mí, que me envidia y tiene lo malo para mí. Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Y con mi manera nadie me controla y por tanto yo voy a cambiar. Me gusta la calle, pero todo el dinero vacío y no paro de rumbear. Pero nadie me puede sin a mí. Pa' eso luché, lo sudé y me jodí. ¿De dónde lo saqué? ¿Y en qué lo gasté? ¿Qué carajo te importa eso a ti? Que rumbeando y viajando siempre disfrutando de esa vida corta que se está acabando. Los buenos momentos son los recuerdos con lo que te va a quedar. Porque nada de lo material cuando te mueras te va a llevar. Siempre van a hablar, pero no importa. La gente siempre va a hablar. Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Tú no crees que yo sé que tú hablas de mí, que me envidia y tiene lo malo para mí. Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Tú no crees que yo sé que tú hablas de mí, que me envidia y tiene lo malo para mí. Que digan lo que quieran de mí.
30 seconds.
How's it going, everybody? Es un placer tenerlos aquí de nuevo el día de hoy, porque después de meses de preparación, estamos aún de regreso aquí el día de hoy en Aquí Entre Nos, 956 Live, en la temporada número 2. ¿Qué tal, qué tal, qué tal? ¿Cómo piensan que hemos evolucionado, que hemos cambiado, que hemos crecido como seres humanos? I'm going to ask a question in English. How do you guys think that we've grown since the last time we saw each other? There was so much happening. It was the summer. It was hot. We were outside in some heat, like very, very a hot spot. And today I'm here with an entire new cast that is new. We're a new family that we have yet to know each other. But I will say that I'm looking forward for the next 8 weeks as I will continue to learn more about my friends that are here with me today. So without further ado, meet the cast. I'm gonna go ahead and start from that side with Mr. Joshua Morales. How's it going?
What's up, guys? How's it going? Good to see y'all.
Edgar Reynoso, welcome back.
What's up, yo?
Alyssa Renee, I know you recently had a movie premiere. Tell me about it.
Oh, it was fabulous. Everyone had such a great time. My actors felt like stars, and they are stars, so I'm glad I got to do that for them. We have the mother of one of our actors here, Silas, and Priscilla's the mother. He had a great time, right?
He did. He liked
He was
it.
so he even
Yeah.
asked me to come out in the next one.
Oh.
I have to say, anything with blood, it's fabulous. My love, I just met this girl, and as you guys know, I'm random as fuck. And for that reason,
And so
if
am
I feel like if we vibe, we must vibe good on camera too. Tell me about it, Mayra. What's going on?
Hi, Myra. Nice to meet everybody.
And you love to have a good cocktail.
Yes, I do. A good cocktail, a good conversation, good vibes, good energy.
Emphasis on the cocktail part.
Yes.
Because I do want to give a big shout out
Definitely.
to our bartender for the show, official bartender. We have Miss Carolina, who is behind over there. Yo por mi lado dije, la quiero tener aquí atrás de mí para que diga, hey, aquí con Carolina. And on the same note, I want to give a big shout out to Erika Narvaez, the owner of the Crown Studio, because without her, this would not be possible. My friend, you're an angel, you're a blessing. Thank you so much for keeping us going. And of course, I'm going to continue the introductions this way. We're about what? A cocktail inside, so keep up with me. I have here the founding president and CEO of the Women's Chamber, RGV Women's Chamber, Priscilla Sanchez. How are you doing, my love?
I'm doing great. great. It's actually my second time here with you. I did make one appearance in the last season, but now I'm here for permanently for this season. So
I
I'm
love
excited.
it. I love it. Thank you so much for taking this leap of faith.
Oh, thank you.
And just to vent the air, there was we don't hate anybody. We don't fight with anybody. We are friends with the world. So unfortunately, things happen in life. And Christina Ramos was supposed to be part of this cast, but we're also busy because we have so much going on. If you know us, a lot of us are at multiple events constantly, week to week, day to day. Our days are very lengthy, and for some reason, for that reason, Christina couldn't participate in this season. But hey, there's gonna be countless seasons to come, including La Casa de los Famosos, RGV coming soon, spring of 2025. But I have one of my greatest friends. Everybody's watching. My best friend, Terry Stipes. How's it going, Terry?
It's going great. I'm excited to be here. It's my first time, and I can't wait to see what unfolds.
I'm excited to have you on board, my friend.
Thank you.
Y como siempre se dice, lo bueno para el último. Mi amiga Erika Gutiérrez, editor in chief of RGV Fame Magazine. ¿Cómo estás, amiga?
Muy bien, muy bien. Estoy muy bien, muy contenta de conocerlos. Algunos ya los conocía, otros no, pero estoy ah, feliz y pues van a estar muchos interesantes temas que no se los pueden perder.
Estoy emocionado porque la temporada pasada fue una experiencia religiosa, como dice Enrique Iglesias, en la manera de que no sabemos qué estamos haciendo, más que vamos a empedarnos y hablar de todo lo que se puede hablar. Aprendimos todo lo que hacemos en la vida porque cada cosa que nos pasa es una lección. Entonces, algo que aprendí yo mismo es que dije, me gustó, me encantó, porque te relajas, pero vamos a hacer algo más que tengan como más propósito, más grande que todo, para que todos puedan aprender y beneficiarse de cada lección que aprendemos en la vida. Por esa razón es que en esta temporada, algo diferente que le cambiamos es que va a ser una temporada de 2 horas. El día de hoy va a ser por 1 hora solamente porque tuvimos dificultades técnicas y tuvimos que empezar un poquito tarde. Pero no hay problema porque todo se soluciona. Por esa razón es que vamos a tener el formato, la primera sección del programa va a ser cortada. Vamos a discutir lo que está pasando en el Valle. So we're going to cover whatever's happening in the Valley, whatever is, latest, any events coming up, anything we have going on ourselves, because we want to keep you informed and we want to make sure that you don't stay at home and that you get out of your house because there's so much that happens on Saturday. I mean, the Avocado Festival for the city of FAR happened last week. I didn't even know about it. I ended up there for the wrong reasons because I understood they said, oh, Chris Young's gonna be there, right? To my knowledge, I thought Chris Young sang a song called Over You, and I went and I was pretty sad because he didn't even sing that song.
But he did sing "Getting You Home," and I saw that one.
Really?
Yes.
Did you?
Okay.
And
Like
I
somebody
did.
got proposed to during that song, and he like called them out and everything. He's like, "I hope she said yes." And then he sang another song. He's like, "This should be your wedding song," and he sang it for them.
Well, whoever proposed to somebody,
Lucky.
consider it, okay? A
Congratulations.
little bit.
We're
These
jealous.
years is hard. Especially when you don't even know if your mother-in-law's gonna like you or not, and she may like you, but then down the lane she may judge you and think you're hitting a mother's son, or you're trying to screw the cousin of the son. So, based on recent experience, watch with the mother-in-laws, because what can I say?
Arts of it.
Those bitches seem crazy. But on top of that, I do want to say it was a great concert to see people out there, wearing the costumes and getting so invested in the theme. So just like that, that's kind of what we want to cover in the first hour. And the second hour is going to be, of course, the debate, controversial. Not much of a debate because I think we all understand each other to agree to disagree. But it's going to be an educational and very purposeful discussion because these are topics, they're conversations that need to be happening in the Valley because we want you to get out of the mindset of like, that's wrong, I can't see that. Women still wear white even though they go out there and have fun when they get married, and that's totally fine. Everybody should have fun and then get married, as per Joe Lopez Morales.
Talking about that.
Because if not, it's like if you marry someone and you are a virgin, no, you're bound to cheat. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it happens.
Damn.
So I'm gonna pass on to somebody else. This is getting on me. Who wants to take it away, guys? Anybody?
I want to talk about the SpaceX. You remember that like happened like last week? Did y'all
Oh, yeah, the
hear that?
explosion, like,
Yeah.
the eruption
And believe it or not, it was Sunday morning.
Yeah,
We
7 a.m.
Yes, and we couldn't sleep, so we went to HEB in the morning. And when we got back home, he's like, "Did you hear the floor shake?" And I'm like,
Okay,
All the
Yeah,
way in
so-
Palm.
I wasn't here. I was in Dallas, but I got online and I saw everybody. So
Yeah, I was coming back.
how freaking far away from
So all the
so-
way in McAllen, you could hear it.
nah,
You could feel
man.
it.
Well, guys,
Yeah.
is this
Yeah.
My
staged?
friend,
So
my
think
friends at
about
home were
that.
like really happy, toda vibration. Oh wait, never mind. Anyways, moving on. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
well, think about that because if you can hear it all the way from McAllen and it happened in Cameron County, like what
That's
happened over
crazy.
there, and that's
real.
the starship that's gonna take everybody to Mars one day.
Hey.
So that
about that
same
too.
exact thing is gonna take us to Mars.
Do you think
in the
it's
next
for
few years.
everybody?
No, definitely not. No,
Okay.
it's gonna be scientists, artists, and all that stuff first.
Yes.
But then eventually it will.
Y lo la
It will be
plebada.
everybody. You would be the person that would go to Mars, right?
I'm sorry.
Is there any time
Let's
for
go,
that?
baby. Come on.
I would totally go. I would
I'm
totally
gonna be
go.
driving. So
But
it's open.
would you like? Would you all go to Mars if you were chosen to go to Mars? Would you go to Mars?
You know what? Not that I'm a sexist person, but considering Kim Kardashian did say that Pete Davidson is very well endowed, I would totally go if he was in my trip with me. Just because
Who? Wait, who?
Pete
it's
Davidson.
hard to find those, you know.
Ah,
so-
no.
But
Well,
I think it's I would totally go.
In that
but-
case, if Jason Momoa were to go, then so would
Oh,
I.
girl.
Definitely, right?
Oh my God!
I mean,
And we'll take Caro with us. I think it's scary because to me I'm claustrophobic. So if you tie me down, even in a carnival ride, I can't breathe. Please don't tie me. So I mean, do they tie you that tight?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Shit, forget
how
it.
long would
Never
it take
mind.
to get there?
It takes months. I've heard.
Yeah,
Like
What?
no,
Three
I think
months?
I would
Is
go.
it
I'm
3
very
months?
Hey,
claustrophobic as
plus,
well,
look,
so-
on the way there, you make a Casa Los Famosos. You know what I mean? Come on. You're already inside the room. Like, you record
True.
everything.
You know
Come
you
on,
already
guys.
casted for that, right?
Huh?
You know you already casted for RGB, right?
Psh, Bro, let's go. Come on in.
Take our bartender. Boom.
Let's go.
Carolina, yeah.
Take a week.
I want to drink because I feel like I haven't had enough.
I know, but
MJ,
Gotta put
no,
order
quiero otro.
Sí, algo como con lechita blanca.
Ah,
oh,
Ah,
you want another one?
por si
Un
mi,
becerro.
en caso de que diga mi suegra como, ay, quiero otro hombre o algo.
Oh,
Ah.
¿tú traes sed? ¿Traes
So-
sed?
How did you not drink?
So we are gonna talk about the RGB Women's Chamber. You've been busy. You have a lot going on.
Yes, sir. I do. So we have a lot of events all the time. That's kind of what our organization runs on. Recently, we had our Night of Valor, which was a huge success, and we'll be having a new event that will be very similar to it. So it's going to be our Veterans Day mixer at 5x5 in Mission, and so it'll look similar to Night of Valor. We'll have an honor guard perform. We're going to have a branded drink named after our
What's it called?
organization, Lady Liberty.
Is it a beer or is it a drink?
Love it.
Yes.
What day is this at? Is it a Thursday? Because I want to host a show there.
It's going to be Veterans Day falls on Saturday.
Okay.
Mhm. November 9th at 4 p.m. So
we'll
4
be
p.m.
out
to
there.
midnight. Yeah, we'll be there, and the first 30 guests get a free Lady Liberty. Yeah. I know.
I love Lady Liberty.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. They're going to have live music. It's in partnership with the City of Mission as well. So there's going to be a Veterans Day festival. There's going to be vendors. There's going to be, a lot of fun stuff.
By the
I-
way, right now you said vendors. I do have a new department in the business. If you guys ever need vendors, let me know because right now I'm trying to push the team out there and just offer. So they taste something like this, but they don't make you feel like this. You know what I mean? Like,
Edgar, I
Yeah,
want to.
yeah.
I was.
yeah.
Edgar, wait,
Like,
wait,
there's a
wait.
spike ahí después, no sé. Look, once you give you the drink, you can do whatever who you want with it. You know what I mean? Like that's especially on Fridays. I would tell that to clients. Like, listen, here's your drink. Whatever you do, once you step out of this building, it's not a problem.
Is it like a Diddy drink type of?
Oof, my
No.
brother. We're
No.
ready.
Ooh.
We're
Well, I
echamos-
can't wait to
echamos
dive
la-
into that
echamos
conversation.
bebidito. Nah,
We're
diga.
not at that part of the segment yet.
Yeah.
I know.
Not-
Oh, yeah.
But
Foreshadowing,
so
it's
I'm
to
gonna come
come.
back to because I want to ask something.
No,
before.
but no. But anyways, but vendors, if you guys need some, let me know. So I'll
Okay.
send some.
But I'm gonna come right back to because I do want I want to have a very serious talk with you before we move on to the next segment. But
Maybe we'll-
not that serious. Not that serious though.
Serious talk.
So Terry, you have a competition that I think by now it finished. Are you the winner?
I made it to the second round, so
Okay.
it's the top 15. So I don't know if y'all heard, but I am running for Fab over 40, and it's a competition that lasts up till December. So I'm competing with other women who are over 40, and it just ended minutes ago, and I checked, and I made it to the second level.
Oh, you
Hey.
did. I was like, well, we didn't,
Vuelta,
what are we
vuelta,
gonna do because I mean, we need to
Vuelta,
get you
vuelta.
there. In my defense, I'm very Chris Jenner, and if you get a no, it's because you're asking the wrong person or you're asking the wrong question. And so I was like, who do we talk to? Because we need to get you in the first.
I have to continue talking to my followers and, getting them involved and not only voting for me, but it's also for the American Breast Cancer Association, the national. So you're also, if you're buying votes, you're helping the association as well.
And no, do know, guys, that whenever a family, whenever that person gets a cancer diagnosis, it's even though you have a family, it's such a lonely. Thank you so much, my love. It's such a lonely time for you because you feel alone. You don't know what to expect. You feel cold, and you feel like, what's the next? And these entities, like any nonprofit that focuses on advocating for cancer or AIDS or anything like that, they really hold your hand. They really hold your hand along the whole process, and they teach you things that you feel like I thought I wasn't gonna make it, but you make it because of the support that you get, and so which is why we can let things like this unnoticed. And I'm grateful you entered this competition, and whatever you need from us, please let us know, guys. Anyone watching, please follow Terry's Hypes right now, and if you haven't followed her yet, and if you can still vote after today for the next round, please vote for her because this woman does a lot. To me, anyone who takes the time to care for an animal goes a long way because it's very easy to look out and look at the other way and not look at the animal dying, but she takes action, and that means a lot.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
By the way, desde que comencemos first show, if you ever have like things going, I'll just share on Facebook. By the way, guys, if you're watching this is the way to support small businesses. You just share stuff.
Share.
Just share
It's
it.
free.
Doesn't cost you anything.
It's
So
free.
tag me
It's
and
one
I'll
button.
chingos. I manage like 5 pages in todas las páginas. Ta, 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 ta.
Did you share my premiere?
Yeah, I did. You
Okay.
should have seen there in the share. Chécale,
Oh, am I gonna check? Am I gonna check?
chécale.
Amiga querida, a ver, cuéntame. La última vez que tuvimos juntos fuimos en el programa de Valentine's Day. Tuve un programa que fue Amor de Lejos, Amor entre Amigos, para no decir la otra palabra.
Yo pensé otra
I
cosa.
think
Yo
you guys-
pensé otra cosa.
Yo
pero
pensé otra cosa.
that show.
Yo pensé otra cosa.
¿Y qué pasó en tu vida? ¿Qué hay de nuevo?
Mira, pues he estado haciendo pues trabajo en casa, trabajo promocionando y apoyando, pues lo que hago yo es apoyar a los pequeños negocios, apoyo al talento de aquí del Valle, a todo lo que es pues Lisa sabe, you know that como los cineastas, los que hacen cine, los que hacen pintura, arte, todo eso también yo me gusta apoyar y que la gente lo conozca, ¿verdad?
Muy bonito.
Y estoy ahorita en planes con otra persona de enfocarme en otro negocio que viene siendo, le estaba contando a Terry, de apoyar a lo que es la familia, el núcleo familiar, los
Wow.
niños, las mamás, todos estoy trabajando en eso.
Muy bien, qué bonito porque es bueno que dedicarle tiempo a los negocios pequeños. Cuando hablas con una persona que tiene un negocio pequeño, es muy, es bueno en la parte de que les ves como llenos de fe, llenos de así como de vamos a echarle ganas, ¿verdad? Pero porque esperan la ayuda, el apoyo de mucha gente que realmente no viene. Entonces los ves después, 3 meses después, y lo que es la moral, lo que es la mentalidad, baja. No es lo mismo, y es como algo totalmente diferente. Porque hace falta esa mano que te diga, sabes que vas a estar bien, hace falta. Y es bueno tener gente que ayuda a ellos así como lo hacemos nosotros. Pero estoy muy emocionado que estés aquí, de que seas parte de la temporada 2 porque no es por nada. Estamos haciendo lo que es el intro del programa, no sé si lo miraron, que ojalá lo puedan ver, si lo ven cuando se acabe el show. Y cuando lo miré dije yo, wow, hemos crecido tanto desde la temporada pasada. Y él le pregunta para Edgar, what have you been up to since last season?
Talking to people about relationship advice. Nah.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm blast. I'm gonna put your
That you
business on
should have
blast.
before marriage.
So I mean,
Y'all ready or no? Y'all ready for the craziest story ever? No, bro, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. So right now, ahorita in the business, I opened up a new department with the team, which is has to do with promoting. So a lot of promoting code. So I'll tell you one thing. I listen to my clients. That's how I am. Quiero snacks, Edgar. You know, like, ooh, you guys want donuts, cookies. So instead of like having it in-house in the business, I decided to like reach out to bakers. So reaching out to bakers, and I was like, hey, why don't you guys make our protein stuff? So a lot of that, like, I want to give, like, if I can make the business also collab with other people. So I did that through the cookies and then the donuts, and then right now the cross cross marketing where it's like, hey, if you have vendors, because I know sometimes like there's a fee like so if we can do it, and then the team training them. Boy, I don't know if you guys have trained people. It's a lot of work, bro. 16-hour days, like over rehearsing. You said that wrong. Say it again. Do it again. No, no, smile and don't be rude. So a lot of drilling. That's what I've been doing since the last show to right now. And then so whenever you're inviting me, I'm like, well, let's go. And then that way I can even do more because I feel like I'm so like in my zone where sometimes it's like doing just more collaboration, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a pop up, whether lo que sea, and so it's a lot of that.
It's good to stay current. It's good to stay busy because believe it or not,
Te pega depresión, bro.
it does. And all of us that are in this, we've been in it for some time, before the influencer era came along, and if you drop off social media for a little bit, people will fucking forget about you, and you're like, what the fuck? Because I didn't post due to some issues that happened last year. We need a whole new show for that, and so I didn't post for like I think 2 or 3 months, and people were checking up on me. I would get literally health checkups and be like, "Are you okay? Are you depressed?" And I was like, "No, I just feel like I need a break from social media." But just because I felt like I needed to really not share what I was doing, where I was going, just I wanted to just take a break, right? But it does really people forget about you when you don't post.
Yo de volada pienso,
Or
bro. When I
Facebook
don't see
does-
somebody on social media, I'm like, busted. Están en el bote. At least that's what I tell my team. I'm like, hey, if you don't see me on social media, I'm in prison, bro. Somebody go get me out because shit happened.
But as a publicist, if you do get arrested and you don't want to come out, make sure you give me a call before you get booked, so that I can get in contact with my folks at Busted and let them know we'll pay you. Just don't put them up, okay?
But it's $125, right?
140.
Get taken off 140.
And if you
140.
smile,
There
you
you
get tacos. If you smile, you get tacos.
That I've seen.
And you get
And
snapped.
we go together. I'll go. with you.
I don't support, I don't foster or support any kind of crime, but I do believe in second chances unless you're trying to beat up a dog, a woman, or a kid. Then you know what, call me out on that one. But
yeah, that one, that right there,
yeah.
for
But
sure.
besides that,
That's awesome
I
for
I
sure.
got your back, and I will make sure that I do whatever we can to not get that photo out there. But shit happens, anyways.
Hey, can
what
I
else-
say something about that
Of
though?
course.
If you're like me, that's actually good publicity, bad publicity. We'll give you clients. That shit gave me chingos of clients when I come out there, bro. For real. That side note. But yeah. Anyway.
On that note, if I have to say what I've been up to since then, my husband lost his job not by choice, but because he had been constantly accused, persecuted, and attacked by coworkers at his employment, and no one should be put through that in general. There's a project happening in the city of Brownsville, the LNG project. I'm sure you guys know about it. Ran by the refinery Bechtel. Bechtel should have known better and should have taken more precaution when one of their employees was being attacked and called names, and no one should be called. A working environment should be a saved environment, not a hostile one. I don't care what degrees you have. I don't care what power level you're in, but respect is somebody that we all deserve. And that should have never happened. But nonetheless, we're doing good. And anyone that heard out there that he has an OnlyFans, I will not attest to that until you find out. But on that,
It's promotion. It's promotion.
Have a commercial. Have a commercial.
What was that? OnlyFans?
on that. But if you really want to check it out, please go on there. I won't give you the name. However, all customers are welcome. We don't discriminate.
Hey, by the way, anybody here has an OnlyFans? Oh, no?
No.
Okay. Hey, no hay pedo, no sea
Do you have an OnlyFans?
Nah, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, fuck
My
it.
love, do you have an OnlyFans?
No, I don't.
So wait, tell me what do you do?
Several things. What do I not do? Okay, so I'm a realtor. I work political campaigns and I
Love 'em.
bake
I'll just
from
on
home.
you.
Organic stuff.
Well, we're gonna-
My fun hobby is baking. So
That's what's up.
would you want to host our Thanksgiving show?
yes, definitely.
Love it. So this year, this season 2, comes across many holidays, with starting next week, Halloween. On that note, we chose, because all of us here have families that we care for. We want to enjoy that day with our significant others, our families, and it's a day that honestly, because I'm a paranoid person, I'm a paranoid bitch. I want to make sure that my kids, my dogs, right, don't consume any candies that may kill them, really, because people out there are crazy, really. So that's for that reason we are going to be filming the show a day beforehand. We're not going to film it on Thursday. We're going to be filming on Wednesday. We're going to film it on Wednesday, not on Thursdays. At the same time, the following one for the one for Thanksgiving is a month from then. That will be also filmed on a Wednesday as well. So that we can have it at your house.
Yes, definitely.
You're
Awesome.
gonna bake for us.
I'm gonna bake.
What's your
So when
specialty
you
when
come
baking?
in,
Mm-hmm.
it's
It'll be a
organic,
potluck, right?
Anything.
Oh, like
Yeah.
like pie, or is it like?
Pies, cookies.
Pumpkin pie, but
Yes,
organic.
Organic.
I'm looking forward to it.
Can I request a Japanese cheesecake?
Oh, I love.
Japanese
I will
cheesecake. You ever
definitely
seen it?
try those.
Jiggle?
My-
Yeah.
and with a Japanese
Definitely.
beer.
jiggly
or
one.
what was
Jiggly
it?
one.
Let's go.
Super
I
good.
have seen those.
Let's get complicated.
Now,
Try that
now that
one.
he said it, I want it.
What if I spike it with lavender or something in there?
I'm
Earl
gonna
Grey,
try anything
maybe?
you guys
I
have.
don't know.
That's all I gotta say.
Some herbal things.
I'm glad we had this talk because I would have been like, and you-
So, your son's an actor.
Yeah.
How do
oh,
you
he's
feel?
adorable.
I'm so proud of him.
And he's so talented.
He's so talented.
Are you single?
Dedicated.
Am
Like-
I what?
Are you single?
No.
No.
Todos los views, ahorita 50 views.
Happily taken by my 20-year Marine veteran, not Border Patrol. It's U.S. Customs.
Is
I have
he
to
20 years old?
He's
She looks
45.
everyday.
Oh, I was thinking 20.
Yeah,
Wow.
I looked at her too because I was like,
Uh,
20 years
Veteran, yeah.
Marine veteran. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm excited to reunite with you because I know since we last talked, and then the summer for me is busy because I have a job, a contract based out of California, so traveling, back and forth it's hard to still meet with my friends, and staying in contact is hard because we're always so busy. But I'm glad that I got this season, all of you guys, were able to participate, and it's gonna be a great season because it's not just me running the show anymore. Now we have the second portion of the show that they're each gonna take charge and lead us into a discussion, a controversial discussion. So many things happening out there that we have to really bring attention. Just focus on them. They need the spotlight. Starting with the number one story that I'm sure you heard on the news, the Melendez brothers scandal and the P Diddy scandal, because it's something that, to begin with, I'm gonna say it right now. The Melendez brothers need to be released from jail ASAP. After seeing the documentary and hearing the brother testify, and the other brother testify and apologize to the brother for things that he had done to the brother because of how he felt inflicted by the dad. You can name it however you want to name it, but to me that's something that you don't fuck around with. A kid's mind is a clean mind that no one should go in there. No one is powerful enough to go in there and fuck it up for them.
It's innocence.
It is. It's
Pure innocence.
Well, that just proves to you that you are a product of your environment.
Well,
Exactly.
Like you
Gotcha.
become what you're around all the time.
So would you say, and I don't want to get away from Melissa, but would you say that if they're released, their mindset is going to be a little twisted now?
Oh, absolutely.
sure.
Well, once you already have that in your mind, you can't get it out. Like they've
Wow.
been in
damaged
jail.
for life.
Like yeah, they've been in jail for how long? Since the 90s.
30 years.
Like their mind is already gone. Like they already think a different way. But also think about this, like in the 90s to now when they're gonna get released or whatever, they're gonna do a new trial. Like that generation thought completely different than the generation that is here now. So it caught fire again with the documentary. So it's a bunch of young people that are starting to like questioning like physical abuse, molestation, stuff like that. So you think about that, like they thought back then that it didn't really matter. Well, it does, especially to a child. And the children have to bear with that the rest of their lives. So it's just pent up anger and regret and everything. It's just pent up. And what happens? They end up shooting them with a shotgun.
And then now that one of the Menudo,
Yeah,
you know,
corroborated with it.
yeah,
coming
that
to light.
he came forth. I mean, unfortunately he came forth a little too late, but at least he came forth. So that kind of makes me, think about, was there others?
Oh,
And also
yeah,
think about
there's
like
gotta
the
be
power that the father and had. They were really rich.
Mhm.
So what influence did they have to make,
To keep
But
keep
I
it
mean, I
quiet.
don't
Keep it
want
quiet.
the FBI to be like, we're gonna shut out the podcast. But I'm wondering right now, like, obviously, money gives you power. In the political world, oftentimes we've seen it in like what is it, the Lincoln lawyer or the other one, the one where they would go to court and suits, and it's really it's how the judge or what judge they can really get you through these issues and be like, okay,
Padre system.
yeah, and in the whole system, it's like, you know what? I know this about you. For that reason, let's toss this case. What about the people in the case? Are they just fucked for now? And so how broken is the system, and can we fix it?
I don't think
Where's
so.
the justice?
nah,
don't
bro.
think so.
That's
I
too
think we're
deep.
too far deep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you all-
you're too
did you all
deep,
see
bro.
the
News
news
too far
today?
gone.
It
Mhm.
came out on CNN. The DA, George Gascon, is going to present to the judge tomorrow so that they can be resentenced. I don't know if y'all got to see that.
Re-sentence?
The
Really?
Melendez case.
Okay, so there hopefully there will be release.
Yes.
No one can have alcohol until they're released. Okay. Bullshit. I'm sorry, guys. I
Cheers.
cheers, cheers,
Cheers.
cheers to season
And he said it
2.
was a very controversial decision that he's going to present to the judge tomorrow, but it's ultimately going to be up to the judge. It could take weeks or months, so we'll see what the outcome of that is.
Alyssa, do you want to jump on now that we already?
Let me warm you up. Let me warm you up. Let me warm you up. I know you're ready for it. Let's come on, bro. Let me, bro. Let me get the sweat. Let me get the sweat. Let me get the sweat. She's sweating.
So
So-
I don't normally drink, y'all. Like I was even talking to the bartender. I'm just like, I don't know what's in that, but this is good, by the way. But the topic for today, I was like, I'm gonna need one. I'm gonna need two, because this is stuff that I've known about since I was like 15 years old. I got red pilled really early on in life by an ex of mine.
Oh my God.
And it's just been something that I like keep pent up, and I don't talk to people, or if I find somebody who's like me, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Like I need someone to talk about with this. So as soon as I saw the topic list, I was like, I'll be first. Let's talk about Diddy, because Diddy's gonna lead into everything else, and it's gonna be like a 20-year purge right now. You guys ready for that?
Let's do it.
What do you guys even know about
Wow.
the P Diddy case so far?
I know there's baby oil involved.
Well, what was
Big
interesting
lots of
was
baby
remember
oil
Cat
involved.
Williams came out and started
Cat
talking
Williams-
about that,
Okay, but when he started talking, I was just like, is this like false hope? Am I gonna get my
and then
you know, my
everybody
hopes
started
up
following.
and then nothing's gonna come from it? But no, when Cat Williams was like, year 2024, shit's gonna come out, I was like, okay, bet, let's see. And it's happening, y'all. Like one person is snitching on the other to save themselves. All of these celebrities are leaving the country. What do you guys think about Tom Hanks? Is he a great guy? Is he good? I love Tom Hanks. Nah, bro, he is.
I
the
love
P.
his
Diddy-
acting.
He is the P Diddy of Hollywood.
Wow.
That's gonna come to light. He had a movie a couple years ago, and everybody's real excited to see it. And I'm just like, I can't. Like, I know too much about these people to even go see their work. Like Charlie Sheen is always on that 2.5 Men. My parents love that show. I cannot watch. I know what he did to one of the Coreys back in the day, and I can't just see him on TV like being this cool guy, knowing that he raped a boy and that boy couldn't take it and killed himself. Did you guys hear about that? The two Coreys?
No.
Back in the early 90s, the two Coreys were like all the rage. I was a little too young for that, but like I've seen stuff. They were very popular. Corey Feldman was one of the Coreys, and he has been trying to change the laws for years. Because in California, there was like a statute of limitations where if you were raped or molested, there's a certain time for you to take it to court, and if that time has passed, you're shit out of luck. So he actually got them to change that law. So now if you have an accuser from 10, 20 years ago, you can take that motherfucker to court. Like it's all game, so that's good. But there's just so much, y'all. P. Diddy, he's taking the fall right now. He is not the one in charge. He is not the one calling the shots. He's not the one paying for everything. He's a puppet being told what to do.
But a puppet, like he's a billionaire. He's one of the first black billionaires ever.
But he's a puppet. They're never gonna show their faces. They're never gonna show you who's
So
in
what
the
about
order.
The way I
Weinstein
see this is
and all
like
them?
in high school. I don't know if you guys in high school you used to party. There was always that party and there was that clique. Anybody? No? There
Yeah,
was always that like
for sure.
okay. There was always that oh, I want to be at that party. I want to be in that table in lunch. I want to be sitting down with those guys. And the way I see this is like it's just that at a freaking obviously higher scale. And then this time it was like
But it's like at an evil
oh
scale.
no,
It's
for
not
sure. I'm like I don't know about you guys and how much you go into like conspiracy theories and all that good stuff. And
Oh, we go deep.
oh no, like all of you guys are into that stuff.
Like I
Because
need
I'll
another drink, we're gonna
Yo
go
prendo
hard.
la vela ahorita en corto aquí.
No, here's the deal.
No,
What
pero
I-
no, like as far as
it was-
like
it was-
people killing each other. Like by the way, ahorita que está diciendo ese rollo, like in Hollywood, it's like, bro, if you're gonna go into that party with that jock, you're gonna do some things to be sitting with them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
if it's a
the
jock,
varsity guy and the
we do
cheerleader
things,
stuff,
right,
you know
babe?
what I mean? Like,
On the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Well,
In the only fan.
Hacer en ese momento.
¿Cómo?
O sea, tú sabes lo que vas a hacer. O
Yeah.
en
Like by
esa-
the way,
en
by the
ese
way,
lugar.
like I mean I don't know about you guys, but even in college, in the frat parties, in the sororities, bro. Anybody of you guys ever went to those parties? No, or only me? Okay, it's only me.
I know.
So-
I
Bro,
was
in
there.
order for you to go to those parties, you have to do some shit.
But I understand what you're
No,
saying.
but I can only like think of the higher scale. I mean, to get a role in a
What,
Hollywood.
what kind of shit? Like,
I mean, anal.
Oh.
You don't even know.
No, I'm not saying, but no, I mean.
and that's where the oil, where the baby oil comes in.
My thing is like,
And then
Close
if
you
I
like
see
things are the
it,
way they are, right?
if I see it at a high school level, at a college level, I can only imagine at that level where you're getting like big ass money.
But-
And it's like, you really want that role?
So no, here's the
Well,
It smells like
I will say, I will be honest about one thing. We lived in Hollywood for some time, and I've seen a lot of the celebrities firsthand, and these people are not nice people at all. Like they're assholes. I don't think I can think of anybody that was nice. Maybe the little boy from Hunger Games, because we go to the same gym, and he was super nice, and Vanessa Hudgens as well. But yeah, like there was a guy, the gentleman, the African American from the comes out in Mean Girls, like no, not Mean Girls, White Chicks. That's making my way downtown.
Oh,
Okay,
that guy.
he's a total douche. He's not a cool person to be around with. He's super rude. He's super like guarded, and I'm like, get over it. You're not a big deal.
See, but with those people with that attitude and stuff, you have to consider the fact that they're constantly being controlled by their handlers and on drugs all the time. Because when you're that big of a celebrity where you have this platform where you can literally expose everything that's going on, they're not going to let you. They're going to constantly keep you drugged up. You're going to have someone around you all the time making sure that you're staying in line. And you have the guilt of knowing what you did to get to that level. So
My
back when I was a teacher, I remember one of my students coming up to me and they're like, Miss, is it worth it to go into Hollywood? And I, like, having that age difference and having to be on that professional level, I could not tell them the evils of Hollywood. I just said, you know what? Be prepared to sell your soul and don't do it because you're
Well,
a
I,
good
I
kid.
tried it. I mean, I literally would go on Google and I would put
Just
like
tell me about it.
Illuminati, please look for me. I'm ready to go because I want to make it in Hollywood. But they never came from me. They were like, no, you're too broke. Like, and I was like, okay. I guess I was
You
in
went
the,
to the wrong people.
I
You
wasn't
didn't
in
go
the
to
in the Kathy
devil
Griffin
himself.
category. Okay, like I wasn't ready to be an A-lister yet. But and
Alyssa, what
What-
would you suggest for a parent who has an actor? What would you advise to protect somebody like Silas from that kind of predatory behavior?
Keep him around me because I'm gonna make a Hollywood here in the Valley, and you're not gonna have to sell your soul or do bad things to make it here. There is a reason why never once in my life that I was like, oh yeah, let me go to Hollywood. I've known since an early age what you need to do just to get through those doors. If you want to even just try and make it, they're gonna initiate you first. Guys, I was like 15 years old seeing what Queen Latifah used to do to all the incoming girls. I don't know how much I can say on this chat.
oh, say whatever you want.
Girl,
Girl.
oh, I was like, I'm intrigued by this shit.
There's no
It's
filter.
very ritualistic. Everybody sells their soul to Satan. Everybody has to have some sort of blackmail on them. Queen Latifah at one time was running the whole show when it came to women. They all had to get raped by her with a strap on. Once they were done getting raped by everybody in the room that was raping that one incoming musician or star, then they'd have to turn around and molest a child, and that child more than likely wouldn't make it, and they would have to kill the child. This is why when Justin Timberlake went to God at that one point, he was at a party, and this is just the research that I've done. He was at a party. They brought him a little boy. They said, he's yours. Do what you want to him and kill him when you're done. And that was the point where he was just like, I can't do this anymore. And he got out and he gave his life to God. But that's what you have to do just to get in the club so that they can have that blackmail on you. So if you try to step out of line, they're like, no, we're going to spread this around that you're a lesbian or that you're gay or that you're this or that you did that. That's the blackmail. So can
I
you-
find it difficult to believe some of that stuff. First of all, because obviously, like nobody's gonna talk about it. Like even we go back to the Menendez brothers. Like the only two people that can actually confirm that killed them are dead. So like, how are you ever gonna find out that who killed them? I mean, the boys said that they killed him. So, I mean, I don't know. Like
It's hard to believe.
it's hard
It's
to
a
believe because
paradigm
there's so
shift.
much
Yeah, like,
information out there.
You really have to like be prepared to like completely leave your old self behind when you do adapt all these things. Nobody wants to believe this.
Well, it's interesting too because you go down to Mexico, what 3-4 hours away. You go in the pyramids over there. These two like sacrifice people like not too long ago.
Well, what do you
like,
think Planned Parenthood is?
Well, yeah. That's
Oh,
Oh my God,
oh, damn it.
we're gonna go there.
Oh,
Lorena, are you watching this? Lorena?
controversy today.
Hey,
We're
I-
here.
20
Hello.
years of holding this inside and not being
Damn
able to
it,
tell.
on fire.
Drank my drink.
No, seriously, like I only
se va el
date guys
tajín.
that know what's
Se
going
mató el
on
tajín.
so that I can have
No,
someone to talk
quiero
to.
que
Stop,
sepan.
that's stuck.
Alisa, so I took my time. I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I was hanging out with my husband and our creative director, and so she was like, we're trying to discuss topics, right? And so we literally covered the top controversies in the world, topics that that aren't happening just right now, but people just avoid them, and I want to speak about it, right? That's how the dark truth about Thanksgiving came out, but something came across, and I was like, is that true now? And apparently, this whole PTD scandal isn't even real. There's speculation that it's a scandal that is being used to
To
cover
cover up, yeah.
the whole Gmail, Google thing that's happening right now, where like all of our identities were linked.
Well,
What do you-
whatever you see something that's really coming at you hard, there's gonna be some truth to it. But they're like, look over here so that you don't see what's going on over here. Now, what's going on over here is gonna be the heavy shit that you're really just gonna like. Your brain's gonna separate in two once you find out the shit that's really going on. So
Wow.
I wouldn't say it was a Gmail thing. I would say it's more the hurricane thing. How many of you guys subscribe to the idea that the government controls the weather?
Oh,
That was interesting because they started a hurricane from where it's never been started
Exactly.
from before.
Mm.
That was interesting.
So to me, the P Diddy thing, yeah, there's going to be truth to it, but that's something that they're willing to sacrifice that information to get the whole entire world to look that way, while they're over here doing what they really want.
That's only a temporary fix because it always goes back. It's like,
Yeah, it's just something that they're just willing to like. It's bread and circuses. Have you ever heard that term?
no.
That's a term I learned like in college. It's just like give the people what they want so that they can just be distracted while you're doing what you really need
Entertainment.
to do.
Exactly.
It's entertainment.
And
bread and
football,
circuses.
football,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
porn.
Football
all
is that.
sports is bread and
Yeah.
circuses.
Yes,
Or
that's
porn,
what it
real.
or
is.
porn.
Pretty much it.
football,
So,
guys.
yeah,
We
I
watching
mean,
football.
Kind of like the presidential too.
The Cowboys.
Hey,
So can
remember I
anyone
said I wasn't
can
gonna talk
anyone tell me
politics?
why is it
Because I
that
can
Pornhub
tie
went
this shit
down?
in.
Hey, wait,
Oh my
fuck.
god, really?
I'm serious. I'm wondering. Like somebody said the last time that apparently you can no longer watch porn, and I feel like this is the way I look at things.
Guys, X videos.
This is the way. Okay, thank you, Edgar. The way I see it is, my dad always taught me any job is a job, and as long as you're earning the money humbly and you're not out there like doing something that's affecting your moral values. And I'm sorry, but a job is a job. If it's gonna pay your bills, it is what it is. You
Hey,
wanna
I'm
do it.
curious. Do you consider porn a job?
Yeah.
I think that's what he's trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
Mhm.
No, it's because to my people, bro, they don't speak your language, so I just want to make it clear.
Well, 100%.
Okay.
It's a little bit more simple.
Haciendo
Yeah, more
una,
simple,
una
more
película de ese tipo, de esa manera, es trabajo porque uno hace algo para el trabajo.
Intercambio, es un servicio
Intercambio.
por dinero, es un intercambio de
Ajá.
trabajo, sí.
Well, that would be prostitution too. That would not be porn. But thank you for we're it's settled now.
Yeah, for sure. Guys,
Okay.
gotcha.
I still think it's something. The list goes on because P Diddy's list includes Beyonce, who people think she's a demonic figure
Oh, we were
as
talking
well.
about that, yeah.
They also think that
J
Kate-
Lo, bro,
of
J Lo.
course.
and I love
J-Lo.
J Lo.
Está peor que la de
Or
Tom
Ben
Brady.
Affleck, man.
Well, it's
Batman.
anybody that's like a
Real.
household
Hey.
Big
names
Batman.
is gonna be involved in some way,
Pinche Batman,
unless they're like the
pobrecito.
victim, like Justin Bieber.
So,
I didn't
de,
hear about J-Lo.
Affleck.
desde el principio,
Oh.
Erika, ¿tú qué piensas de este dilema, este problema de P Diddy? ¿Qué está pasando ahorita? ¿Cómo es el-
que se escuche,
how
que
do
se
you
escuche.
feel?
Pues yo pienso que
¿Tienes
se
hijos tú?
analiza ¿de quién? Del caso de...
Sí.
Ok. Yo pienso que, como dice Lisa, detrás de todo esto es una distracción, porque va a haber algo se está haciendo a oculto que no quieren que la gente se dé cuenta.
Así pienso yo también.
But what is it? What is being hidden?
Presidential election.
You all don't think
Pienso
about the
que
presidential
no
thing right now?
política,
Like-
I told you we're not gonna talk politics.
I'm not. I'm not.
Well, I'm not.
But I'm
I'm
just
not. You
saying,
go
you know
ahead.
how they kind of deviate things because of what's going on. Also, it's the presidency right now. It's the voting right now. It's all these things right now. It's
That's
the
what I'm
hurricane at the
thinking,
same
that's what I'm
time,
thinking.
and it's a Diddy thing right now. So right, it's kind of like
Has anybody voted yet?
Someone
voted
has.
right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Trying to
So I check.
We're going tomorrow morning.
we're going tomorrow morning.
Oh, I'm
I
gonna
did,
go
but
on
I
the
didn't get my
4th with
sticker.
my American
So I
flag.
need to go get my sticker.
It-
My
it-
American
It's
flag.
it's gonna be it's gonna be a critical election because I mean, while some of us may want a WAP, what is that? What it's called, WAP, right? A wet ass pussy, or what was it? No, a woman
I
as
think that's an
president.
A.
Yeah, that. Okay.
WAP.
Eso.
So it's good to and some of us just feel like, you know what, we may just want not Donald Trump, but not really a WAP either, a Whopper. We want something more legit.
A Whopper.
Hmm?
You said Whopper?
A WAP. So
Speaking of
Our-
Whopper,
our
that
producer's
guy
telling me.
people with
I know, I was
McDonald's
about to
thing,
say
right?
Whopper. I'm like
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Well, that's
and I was like,
McDonald's, but
and
chicken
so
McDonald's.
we're in a very plain and simple. We're in a very fucked up situation because you know what I mean. It's like those Democrats, maybe hardcore Democrats, but unfortunately, we said we're not talking about politics today, and here we are.
Yeah, that's next
Oh,
week
yeah.
with Josh.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave it for Josh.
Yeah,
for
let's
next-
just leave it for
week.
next week.
Yeah.
Right, he has plenty. Everybody's been really good about this season. I want to tell you guys that I'm so proud of each cast member because they got their topics. They picked their topics on their own. Except Edgar, I gave Edgar his.
It was a good one, bro. I saw it late and I was like,
What is it?
"Ooh."
Well, last season taught me a few things. I will say And there's fake friendships, there's toxic friendships, and there's friendships that just come along to teach you something in life, and that's their purpose, you know. So and I think you, I don't know.
My it was toxic friendships, which also leads to who you surround yourself with.
True. Yeah.
It's gonna influence who you become.
Yeah.
I'm around really smart people,
You have to, you have to,
so I feel good.
because I mean, if you go back and hang out with people or just stay within people that are not gonna watch you grow or help you grow, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Wake up.
Mic drop. Boom.
I'm not gonna say any more bad words
It's
for a
like
month.
they say, right? Your soul tribe
Se
will
te
find
para
you,
hasta la pluma, güey,
right?
cuando
So
dijiste eso.
those that are
Pum,
not
se
meant
fue
to be
bien
will fall off, and those that are meant to be will just come along. Yes. So
Cálmate.
My love, why didn't you apply to be in a TED Talk?
I know, right? I should.
Unbound TED Talk. What are you
think so.
doing? You should have recruited her. Seriously, like you have people. I'm like, who are these people? Myra right here should have been on there.
I think so too.
Josh, are you on there?
No.
Why didn't you apply?
You should definitely.
Didn't
do
recruit
it
you?
too.
No.
Unbound. What are you doing? Why come to McAllen and get people we don't even know about?
There's
Josh,
one
how-
Well,
filmmaker
it's
on there.
interesting
He's
because they
good.
did pick a lot of people from the valley. I think they have a chapter here in the valley, and they picked a few people, a lot of them from out of town that live in the Rio Grande Valley, and a few of them are from actually from the valley. So, I mean, I heard TED Talks are great. What I mean, whatever.
My
We'll
friend
we'll
on
put a
there
red
does-
circle right here, just for
very
shit the giggles.
This is our TED Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
I
this is
feel
our
like
TED Talk.
motivation and inspiration can only go so far.
That's true.
Without action, there's really nothing.
It's pointless.
There you go, brother.
Hey,
I'm
you should go talk to my team, bro.
That-
Fuck!
That's what you throw the
This
mic.
guy.
That's what my.
True, right?
Fuck
Because
yeah.
you
I
live
read
that
a lot
every
of books.
day.
What have you done from the book, bro? They give you 1,000 steps. What fucking step have you done?
Because you can
None.
have so
Bro,
much.
Why are you reading
Kinda like-
books?
It's kind of like
Anyways.
a dream or a goal, or you have these things that you can have all these ideas that you
Yeah,
want to do. But if you
take
don't actually
action.
take action and do it,
Fail. Fail.
just-
Most
dream,
people don't
it's
do
just a
action,
goal.
the action part.
You may have
don't
all the
have to-
motivation in the world, all the inspiration in the world.
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
But-
thinking about it, right?
That one. That
If
one.
the initiative isn't alive, you ain't gonna do shit. Just so you know, okay?
Just go do it, man.
So get up, do it,
Just start.
start
Right.
something.
I do
For
feel like a
real.
lot of people live their life through fear. Like
Yeah.
even coming out on a show like this, people are fearful to.
Oh
come
my
out.
God.
Yeah.
Like some people will fall out, some people will not do it
Come
out
on.
of fear. Like literally,
I-
fear
I
is the
think
reason why people don't do
subconsciously
stuff.
they are, right? So it's
I'm gonna come
subconscious
totally
things
clean
that
about
you don't
something that
really
happened to me
realize,
last
you
week
get nervous or
that
whatever.
nobody knew about this because I wasn't actually, because we have a thread. We form a thread. Once the cast was already on board, right? And I think the last person to get casted for the show was it was Terry, because we had to do a last minute casting because of Christina, right? But last Friday I lost my little check mark on Facebook, my little verified check mark, right? And I was very concerned because I was like, well, I don't pay for it. It was given to me. I have worked with Facebook in the past because, for different nonprofits in California and whatnot. But I was like, why do I need to pay for it now? Which it's okay, right? So I was on you can't just call Facebook because no one's gonna answer your call, and it takes you forever to really get through. And I was like, I want it
Chile.
fucking back now. Like, what do I do? And it's a Friday, like it's a weekend, right? So finally they get to me and they say, Joe, the reason why we removed it is because somebody is trying to trademark your name. And I said, trademark my name. And they said, yeah, somebody in the state of Texas is trying to trademark Joe Lopez Morales with a hyphen. So for that reason, you cannot have it. And I said, but I was the first one. Why would anybody want my name? And I was like, my husband's like, you need to tell the people, you need to tell your cast, that so they can be aware. And I said, no, I don't want to scare them. I feel like they're gonna be, terrified. Be like, fuck you, I don't want to be part of the season 2 anymore. And so I'm sorry I didn't tell you. But the issue solved. We did have to go to the courthouse, submit an affidavit. We had to do all the paperwork, and I got my check mark back by Sunday, at like 3 in the morning.
Wow.
But it was a whole process to get it back.
Do you know why they have verification?
To protect your
social media?
content?
That too, but there's also AI and spam and all that stuff. So that the verification verifies that you are not a bot, that you're not AI. Because if you go into AI right now, like there's so much
Yeah.
AI spam all over social media. Facebook got rid of 20,000 employees 2 years ago. They replaced it with AI. So the
Oh my
amount of spam and all misinformation that's about to come out is going to boggle people's mind. That's why they have verification across all platforms.
I
I'm not
I believe is
It's just very mind blowing to me, honestly.
well, to begin with, I was like, look, I don't do much. I'm like, I do a lot. I do a fuck ton of things, but it's always in the name of good for others. And it's always, if you know me, I'm not to brag, but I'm always like, okay, whatever you, I will help you. I just let's have fun, right? But I was like, why would anybody want my name? So that's kind of that bothered me a lot. But at the same time, I feel like I must be up to something good. And so at the same time, I was like, I don't want anybody to be fearful in any way. I've always been raised since I was a little boy, just or a little girl, I don't know what I am these days. But to just be who you are and say what you want to say because it's freedom of speech, and just that's a one thing that you can say you own is your voice, your opinion, your ability to say what's in your mind, and no one can take that away from you. No employer, no one can take that away from you. And so why be fearful? Just fuck shit up, maybe.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. I'm all about that.
What are your thoughts these days, Priscilla? What's going on in your life?
What's going on? I've just been busy, trying to create positive change in my community.
I love that because a chamber of commerce, for anybody who has one, doesn't know how to run one, it would be you're there for the people. You're there for the people. The people need you. The small businesses rely a lot on you. When they pay that yearly membership or monthly membership fee, trust me, for some people, $20 or $40 or whatever it is they're paying you a month. They barely even make that in a day. So for you to take it away from them, rob it from them, and not do shit for them, that's not nice.
Oh, we're
But
always doing stuff.
unlike
for
Priscilla,
our
I mean,
businesses.
not Priscilla is something, it's a whole different show. I met with her before she launched this, and she said, "I have an idea to launch this entity, and I'm gonna do it." And she was determined. I said, "Girl, go home and do it right now." And next thing you know, she goes, "I did it, Joe," and
I
and
remember.
you doing amazing things.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a lot of hard work, but it's a fruitful endeavor and it's very rewarding. And we made quite an impact in a very short amount of time.
Mhm.
So we're operating at the same level that chambers that have been around for hundreds of years, are operating. We're doing the same and more. So
And in
that
just a
speaks
few
lot.
months.
In
Hey,
just a few
Mhm.
months.
did
Yeah.
Steven join with the Casa de Palmas already?
Steven has not joined yet.
Steven, if you're watching this today, you ought to be as a friend on Facebook. Please call Priscilla and join already, brother. My husband and I helped coordinate an event at Casa de Palmas with this partner, Ray. Ray and I go way back, and I was like, hey, you have to join the Women's Chamber. It's a chamber to be a part of because it's a movement more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to see a woman
I love
join
it.
forces,
Mm.
to me, is like guys can fight with each other, but women, we respect each other. We respect each other.
Yeah, everybody has their own challenges. I mean, men have challenges too, right?
For
There's a lot of
sure.
things that
They get
can't
over it
talk-
right away.
But we can,
Neither are
but
You
we
guys
can,
can fight and be friends.
yeah,
I can fight
we
and
take
be
Viagra and we're
I
like,
feel
we're
like
good to
women
go.
are worse to each other. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they are, bro.
Because guys don't care. Like if you tell
No,
me shit,
all
I-
my clients
I'll
are
care.
girls. I can tell you, I'm like, why the hell are you mad at her? Like, just how you judge her to be mean, you just judge her to be she's cool.
Yeah.
Like, anyways, but
And that's,
that's,
because
a,
that's
Yeah,
your
because-
topic.
because if we
that's,
were to
a whole,
talk,
that's
That should
another
be a whole
topic.
other
That's a whole
topic.
nother topic. But anyways, you guys have like this sense of like, she smells weird. I don't like her. What?
We have our,
Anyways,
Sense of vibe.
gotcha.
We- I-
smell it.
I know.
our, our director of photography has been laughing constantly. I want to ask her, Erica, what do you think of season 2?
Chill.
Are we being canceled yet or not? We're good.
No, we haven't even done anything
Awesome.
to get canceled yet. Let me keep talking.
So I do want to give a shout out, guys, because this season was formulated. Like we started with time. We've been planning the show since I think early late July, and we were like, we're gonna get the casting videos. We got casting videos, and I was like, these people are not what I wanted to show, and so I just wanted people who were real, who really, it's what you get is what you see, and that's it. A lot of times they say like, oh, you're different in person. I'm not. I don't think any of you guys are either. I've seen you guys all on social media. I think honestly, I was starstruck when I met Edgar. I was like, "This is Edgar," and
Bro,
same
I'm
thing
way
with
different on
Joshua.
social media. I'm super serious.
Same thing with Joshua. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is Joshua," and so and I mean, Terry too. I seen it before, and I'm like, "Oh my god, these people." And I like feeling like that because I feel like they're here in the valley and they managed to make a name for themselves, and it's great. So that's the kind of people that I was after for season 2, and I'm glad that we got this cast going. Are we up on time yet? Because I know we started super late. Oh, we are? Of course. Joe talks a lot. You would hate to live with me, but
We're
my husband.
overtime already?
It's 11. Okay. So we're gonna close the show, but no, next week, you're gonna get 2 full hours of us, and with the one intermission for us to use the restroom. But I really appreciate everybody who tuned in today. I admire everybody who stuck around because the show was supposed to start at 8:30, and of course, I hate saying the term "this is our luck." I would never use it, or when it rains, it pours, because that's the language that I want to accept in my life. But no matter what, I say, guys, whatever it takes, if you know how to do it, help us, because we're gonna go live today. Joshua right here,
Saved the day.
save the
Save
day.
the day.
And just know that even if someone is out there trying to harm you and trying to bash you, trying to seek into a candle, don't let Joe do that. Guess what? There's a man above that says, fuck you. And for that reason,
Cancel.
Cheers.
have a great night. We'll see you guys in the next one.